Now let's see this Euler's formula. Till now whatever Euler's formula you have seen, that is for one component. Now in a graph, if you have more than one component, then the formula is a bit different. If capital G is a simple planar graph with k components, then Euler's formula is n minus e plus f equal to k plus 1. In case if the graph is connected, which means if there is only one component, then in place of k you are going to have 1. So observe this, Euler's formula is just a modification of this. So if you have k components, it is n minus e plus f equal to k plus 1. In case if you have only one component, which means if the graph is connected, you are going to substitute 1 in this place and you are going to get the smaller version of Euler formula, which n minus e plus f equal to 2. So anyway, we don't have this planarity in GATE syllabus, but then the reason why we have talked about this planarity is it is applicable for coloring. So since coloring is given, you have to look at it. One important point is there which can be used in coloring. So that is called as 4 color theorem. Every planar graph is 4 colorable. So which means if a graph is planar, you should be able to color it using only 4 colors, right? So if you observe this is planar. So you are able to color it with 4 colors, which means 4 colorable means you should be able to color it with 4 or less than 4 colors, right? Now if you see this one, this is definitely not planar, therefore 4 coloring is not possible. Okay, now if you see this is planar, and so 4 coloring is definitely possible. Now why is this theorem important is, if you try applying the greedy method of coloring the finding out the chromatic number for a graph, you might sometimes see that see, as I told you, greedy method is not always going to give you optimal answer, right? So even though this graph is having 4 colors, which means the chromatic number is 4, you might see that chromatic number 4 is not possible using greedy methods. But then if you see this theorem, it will clearly explain that since it is planar, you are supposed to get 4 colors. Therefore you can again rearrange the colors and you can see that 4 coloring is possible. So what I mean to say is, if you go in this way, see, if you are going to assign the colors, let us say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are all vertices, and now 1, 2, 3, 4 are colors. Now if you go with this kind of assigning, why? Because greedy method doesn't say about any ordering, right? So if you go with this kind of assigning, you will see that 5 colors are required for this, and you might think that it is a chromatic number of this graph is 5. But then according to the 4 colors theorem, since it is planar, you should be able to get at least one mapping of the colors in such a way that 4 colors are enough. So again, if you recheck it, maybe if you use this ordering, you are going to get 4 colors. That is why this theorem is important. Okay, so in exam, whenever any planar graph is given, even though you are not going to get, even though if you try it, if you don't get 4 colors, then again rethink about it. You are supposed to get 4 colors only. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkey's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkey, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkey is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkey. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral. which means without any security now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.